Oh wow! Finally, I have got my hands on this Toybiz 12 inches Spiderman. This is the OG, the original Spider-Man from the live action movie by Sam Raimi, I believe, starring Tobey Maguire. So stay tuned and please don't go anywhere for my review. Hello guys, welcome back to Articulate. Today we will be looking at this 1/6 scale 12 inches Toybiz Spider-Man, and I've been looking for this figure for a very long time. For those of you who don't know, Toybiz actually create very nice looking articulated action figure. I did own the 18-inch Toybiz Spider-Man. That one actually comes with 60 points of articulation, super poseable. As for this one, he does pose in a variety of ways and still can pull off very nice pose. For a 1/6 scale 12 inches, I still feel that it is still a very good looking figure. As you can see here, very nice. So if you look at the head sculpt over here, it does have some articulation on the head, turning around 360, no problem at all. Looking up a little bit, down, left and right, very nice. The torso also, there is some rotation. It does move all the way around, but even the waist actually is very articulated. As you can see here, you can actually have him rotate all the way around. Probably that is not a good idea. And the hands actually is in this fixed web slinging pose, very nicely done. There's a hinge here, as you can see here. It does move back and out. The elbows also have this very nicely more than 90 degrees bend. The biceps actually can rotate, no problem at all. So very nice figure. Unfortunately, in order to maintain the look of this figure, Toybiz has gone to do this kind of cut to actually have him pose. So you won't be able to have the thigh moving straight up because this is actually in a rotation swivel. So that is the most that you can do. So that is to actually maintain back the thigh and the waist a little bit more proportion, and to maintain the look of the Spider-Man without a lot of gaps. As you can see here, the legs also can bend very nicely. Look at that. Unfortunately, I believe there are some paint originally on the this joint pack, but over time, if you start playing with it, the paint actually peel off, showing back the original color of the plastic, which is red here. So I may need to repaint this back to the dark blue in order to give a little bit more better looking of this Spider-Man suit. The leg has this hinge, a very simple hinge joint. It doesn't move side to side, and that is the possibility of this figure. As you can see, the sculpt of the web is also very nicely done. The spider chest is very nice. Similarly to the back, this is a very nice spider. It's very impressive looking figure. This is actually based on the Tobey Maguire original live action Spider-Man, which actually was directed by Sam Raimi. The first two Spider-Man live action movie was a very enjoyable movie, so I really like it. That's why I actually bought this amazing looking Spider-Man. Look at that. The black suit here, the dark blue, black, almost black colored, also have some texture. As you can see here, there are a lot of texturing on the body suit. Unfortunately, the red color, by right, there are some supposed to have some texturing, but this action figure actually did not do that, so that's a bit unfortunate. Overall, I still feel this is a very impressive looking figure. Alright, so let's move on to the poseability. I will be having him in a few of those pose, so that you can have a look at how good is this figure. Alright, this is the first dynamic pose I have managed to pull off. As you can see, the hip actually can swivel around to have this type of bends. Very nicely done. So Spider-Man here does look very impressive. Look at that. With this type of pose, he still looks very nice. The next pose, I actually have this flight stand with the metal pole holding the waist. As you can see, Spider-Man does actually looks very nice, as though he is leaping upwards and springing off from the ground. This way, Spider-Man actually does look very nice. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Over here, this is the third pose that you can pull off with a flight stand for this Spider-Man. I believe this Toybiz Spider-Man can really pull off a lot of poses. Of course, this figure actually is very light, so there's no issue having him with a flight stand very easily, compared with some other toys whereby the body of usual 1/6 scale may come up to pretty hefty in weight. That will actually prevent Spider-Man either hovering or in this kind of pose. So there you have it. One more pose, and my last pose. Finally, this is the infamous Miles Morales diving pose. You have a flight stand, definitely you can really pull this off very nicely. As you can see here, Spider-Man is diving fast all the way to the ground, looking very impressive. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Alright, this is the final look of this Toybiz Spiderman 1/6 scale, and probably I will be having him in this kind of dynamic pose in my shelf together with my other 1/6 scale figures. So later on, probably I will still do a little bit of customizing on the paint, because he does have some paint issues. Some of the silver paint are missing on the webbing on the bodysuit, but nevertheless the overall look is still very impressive. This is a very hard to find figure. I'm very lucky that I managed to get it from a seller. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until then, Articulate signing off. Remember to share, subscribe, and spread the love. See you guys next time. Alright, here is another review. Oh my god, is this the super articulated Spider-Man? So stay tuned.